Morning everyone. So I'm here today, very early morning start at the National Stadium in Singapore. I'm meeting up with a colleague that I've worked with on a number of shoots, predominantly for luxury 5-star hotels. That's his specialism, but his name is Felix Hug. And there he is.
You're early, man.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad, how are you? Look like you just come from the beach with that, yeah. So I've worked with Felix now on a few occasions now. Typically on his commercial shoots, he specialises in travel, hospitality, lifestyle photo shoots. And he's a photographer that's been published in National Geographic and Expat Asia, Expat Living, and a number of publications throughout the world. And it's a great honour to be able to help him out in his photo shoots. He's a great guy. So today we were doing a lifestyle photo shoot for some stock images that he licenses online for a website called Stocksy United. And it was my pleasure to help out and be able to do a bit of behind the scenes filming today. And because he was previously a Canon ambassador, Canon actually sent the new EOS R5 model out to him to trial out for a week or so.
Is that it?
Yep.
How was it?
I haven't really had time to use it. Yesterday it was raining the whole day.
Oh, it was.
So
right,
this is a little bit of cold stuff. I mean, it's a Canon, so I hope it's not going to be too terrible.
So it's a great opportunity to actually get to see the EOS R5. I've been seeing a lot of YouTube reviews on it lately and see it in action actually. It's a nice bit of kit. Now I'm no Canon expert by any means. I can count in one hand the amount of times I've used the Canon system. I started early on with Olympus before I made the switch over to Sony systems. And we didn't really do much video today. It was very much more about the photography of the camera.
Unfortunately, the stadium security just told us we can't shoot here because anywhere on the compound you actually need a permit, which we don't have. So you can shoot away from the stadium, but not with the stadium in the background, and you can't shoot anywhere on the site either. So, bit of a bummer.
Okay.
We do what we can, right? Why not?
No, because we need that area.
Okay, you said you can't even shoot around the other side.
Yeah.
Do you want to get some here going down, at least? And the walkway I was talking about is just down here. Yeah. So it's actually off the ground.
But we lose the whole urban thing, we lose the staircase and everything. Right?
We wanted to shoot initially around the National Stadium here in Singapore, but we were told quite early on that you need permits to use the shots in any commercial use here. So that threw a spanner in the works and we couldn't quite do it, so we had to move on the fly to think of different locations.
What do you mean it changes the settings?
Like the shutter speed I had, right? It just changed it.
You mean it resets?
No, it seems like autonomically to change it, depending on what the situation is. I think like as I walked around, I didn't change it, but I came here, the settings were completely different.
It's on manual?
No, but I don't know, is it on some automatic level that adjusts this without really regarding anything? What I'm trying to do is I'm using the lock now, see if that works. So I can't change the settings at the moment, so it should not change it around.
Okay, so we've had to improvise a little bit. We found a cool little spot just across the road from the stadium. Still a bit urban. Has that nice concrete and metal feel to it, so it seems to be going quite well. I think he's quite happy.
Basically tracking her eye, right? And I would assume that should be locked on, but then it still comes off. And I'm not entirely sure why.
Okay, so we moved on to a different location now. This is really a cool spot actually. This is an old abandoned road, but it leads up to the old airport. So I think these were the original airport gates that took people in and out. And it kind of just is a road that just has been left for nature to take back over again. It's really quite strange.
So for me, this is always a great opportunity to keep learning in that continual journey of development and in self-improvement. It's a great opportunity for me to see how a professional photographer would go out, set up a shot, you know, look at different locations, the lighting, just natural lighting that we had today. Very run and gun, street photography almost. It's great to see how we would direct the talent, set them up, you know, give them different poses.
Happy with it overall?
Yes, as good as the autofocus is once it decides which person it has to track on, I get a feeling it takes too long actually to get it to convince where it should focus on. Where I was under the impression if there's a person in the picture, it would go to that person, go to the eye, keep the focus there. So I'm not sure, is that a different setting or what the issue is there? Once it's locked on, the autofocus is amazing.
Did it convince you to buy it?
Yeah, I just haven't decided yet if the R5 or the R6. I mean, there are problems with overheating, which is a big discussion. So
The battery really doesn't last long though.
but the good thing is you also can use the old batteries. And you always have a stack of batteries. I'm never under that assumption that you go out with one battery and that's going to last the whole day.
Yeah.
I always have like 4 batteries or something like that. So I don't really care if I have to switch earlier or a bit later. Actually, to me, it's not big of an argument. The battery power to me is not big of an argument. You always would have a number of batteries with you. And it only takes 5 seconds to change, right?
I guess it's more for filming, right? 'Cause if you're going for a shoot and then...
Or if you do a longer blog or something like that,
Yeah.
right? Where you need to continuously run it.
Exactly, yeah.
I think for a photographer or in the best case scenario hybrid shooter, I would be, right, once I start to implement the video more, I would be more of a hybrid shooter than a video guy. And I still think for that the cameras are probably very useful. It's definitely a big upgrade to the 5D Mark IV I have now, which has a sub-tar autofocus, and it's just an older system as a whole. So this definitely would be a big upgrade.
It's definitely given me motivation to go out there and shoot more, especially like with street photography where you have only natural light available to you and your camera and whatever subjects you choose to focus on and whatever background. That is half the battle, is really choosing some interesting backgrounds and locations that you can go and film.
Thanks.
That's alright.
So that was my first experience with the R5.
Overall?
And, overall, I enjoyed it, but you definitely could tell it was the first time. So there's just the one or the other thing that still needs to get comfortable with.
How long do you have it?
I got it on Friday morning. I got it until Wednesday afternoon.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks. Again.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? The R6 doesn't have a display, it has a dial
Mm.
there. And I actually enjoy the dial. Don't ask me why. Maybe old-fashioned.
But your camera has a display. I thought you would have been used to it.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to it, but I just feel like the dial is very much straightforward. You know exactly where you're at, what you're doing. It feels more mechanical.
Mm.
I kind of like that. I'm not a sucker for the display. I don't need a display.
Yeah.
So this video wasn't so much a review on the EOS R5 as such, but really just a little behind the scenes look at a lifestyle photo shoot. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to Felix for allowing me to help out with this shoot. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.